Give me just a minute.
Got it. Yeah.
Just a minute.
I love you. Just leave it in there. Okay. Love you.
Okay, we are going to begin. I would like to welcome all of you to the 24-25 school year, to our orientation. And it's so much fun to see all the new students and all the old ones that we had last year. This is going to be a great year. We are all very excited. And
This way now.
so I need
Where's the
everyone
ball
to
there?
mute
I don't know.
yourself. Can you all mute yourselves? Just hit the microphone. There you go. We are going to start with prayer this morning. So if you will bow your heads. Dear Father, we are just so thankful for all of these students that are here, for the summer that we've had, and for all the blessings. We just ask you to be with us as we start a brand new year. We want to make this one the best ever, and we ask for your blessing on it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay. This morning, I want to start by having the teachers introduce themselves. And so if those of you who are co-hosts, if you will help me, we're going to highlight.
I did not answer. I left you.
So we are going to start with Angela.
How did I know I was going to be the first one?
Our uncles are coming in, but it was you.
Okay, so hi everybody. I'm Angela Norwood, and I'm working with you guys for elementary. I'm working with middle school, and I'm working with high school. Middle school and high school, I'm doing American Sign Language, teaching that. I'll also be teaching American Sign Language to elementary, and I'm doing reading and language arts for kindergarten through second grade.
Thank you, Angela. And Mrs.
You're
Petty.
supposed to pet okay with that. Yep.
Just a second. Okay. Yes. Number 18. Oh,
Okay.
Miss Petty, you have to turn your camera on.
Good job.
Jenny, we will move to you. Teachers, you have to have your cameras on, and there you go.
Hi. So I'm Miss Jenny. I teach several classes, K through first math, fourth grade math, eighth grade math, for some health, seventh science, and I teach the music for the elementary. So you're keeping me busy. Also, I'm doing a Lego club and typing, and yeah, homeroom. So I'm really excited to meet the new students this year, and we're gonna have fun.
Thank you, Miss Precious. You are going to be next.
All right. Okay. Hello, everyone. You make me smile when I see your faces. Some of you I know already. I remember from last year, or I taught an older sibling of yours. And if not, you make me smile because you're new, and I'm still happy to see you. So I am Miss Precious, or Mrs. Fuller, and I will be teaching 5th grade language arts class. I'll also be teaching middle school reading and grammar, and I'll be doing high school too, but that won't impact you at this point. But I look forward to meeting you all and enjoying some reading and some language together. Okay, see you soon.
Thank you. Mrs. Elliser.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Elliser. I teach for middle school music, and this year I think we're still on a piano rotation and music appreciation. So 5th through 8th. I hope I see you in my class.
Thank you. Okay, Mrs. Pettibone.
Guten Morgen, mein Name ist Frau Pettibone. Good morning, my name is Frau Pettibone. That's what my students call me. I teach German at Sycamore. And I would like to start in elementary school this year. And I wanted to share a little bit why I think that would be a good idea for students to start a new language in elementary. So the short answer is brain development. So the brain development of language is not done yet during the elementary school years, which means it is much easier to learn a foreign language, a second language, or a third language during elementary years than it is during high school. During high school, the brain development that's specific for language learning is already, pretty much done. It's and so it's harder for kids in high school to hear the sounds and reproduce the sounds of another foreign language. That for elementary, it's much, much easier. Kids learn so much faster. And we always do it in a fun way. We sing songs, we have stories. So it's just like having fun and learning a language on the side. So I do believe, Ms. Laurie, that we're offering Spanish and German, right?
We
For
are.
elementary this
We
year.
are. Good.
So I
we
would
just-
recommend choosing one of those languages, whichever one. It's really, it will be so much easier in the early years to get started with one language. And if you start with one language, no matter which one, then the next one will be easier as well to learn because the brain has already made pathways for foreign languages or other.
That's very cool. So German is an elective that you all can choose. We hope you'll choose that. Okay, Miss Dame.
Yes, the kids call me Miss Dame or Mrs. Dame. And I've been teaching for over 30 years, elementary, and I teach the Bible class for the elementary, and we have a blast. We go through the Bible stories and we memorize the books of the Bible, the creation days, the 10 Commandments. And every week the kids are able to write the memory verse and decorate it, and we share those with each other. I also teach reading for grade 5, and the kids have to read at least 20 minutes every evening before class. And once they reach their 300-minute outside goal, they receive a present from me in the mail. And I know I received one this summer. I actually sent out, I think, like 20 of them, but every single month I send out rewards, and they're $2 bills from my local bank, which is really neat. So they save those just for my kids, and they keep them in their vault. So when I come through the drive-through, they let me buy their $2 bills, and I think that's pretty neat. And so I send those out to the kids with other awards. Also, for grade 2, I do the same thing. And I also teach their handwriting class, and we have fun.
Nice.
It's so much fun. And then in the afternoon, I teach science and social studies for my grade 2. And we use different techniques, and the kids are learning, but sometimes they think they're having just fun because I turn their quizzes and their tests into a game by using chat for their answers. And the kids love that because I do a lot of interaction with the kids. And then for 3rd and 4th grade, we do a trip through our community and then also a trip through history. And I have my students write every week 3 sentences to a paragraph about what we've been studying for that week. They turn it in, or they make sure they get it in before Sunday at noon, or their grade goes down at least by 1 grade if it's late. Also, I teach art every week. And we do cute drawings together, but we also study a new artist every other month. And then I'm not the best cook, but we're going to try to do a cooking class and have a blast with this too. anyway, I hope I get to see a lot of my students from last year again because we had a blast. Sometimes in my class, they don't even realize it's school because it's so much fun. They think they're having a learning party. So nice to
Thank
meet
you.
everybody that's new and see everybody that was here last year again. It's fun to see familiar faces and we become like a family. So
Thank you, Miss Dame. And now Connie, Miss Connie. Oops, nope, I want to.
Hello, my name is Miss Connie Bartholomew, and I will be teaching science 5th grade and reading for 3rd and 4th grade. And I will also have my homeroom open for 5th grade. So I am so excited to start this new year with these classes that I will be teaching. I have taught elementary grades for 20 years. I continue to work with elementary grades, and I also enjoy working with middle school and high school as well. But right now we're focusing on elementary. I'm excited that you all will be in my reading class because also we will be doing handwriting. And handwriting was one of my favorite things to teach when I was in the private school sector. So I'm still out, but when I was in class, now it's going to be a little bit different because now,
Brick and mortar.
yes, a little different, but I will be, you will be catching on. I'm excited and I hope you are too. I hope I have some students that I've had a couple of years ago in 3rd and 4th grade. So I know you're in 5th grade now, so hopefully you come to my class and I'm excited to start this new school year.
Thank you, Miss Connie. And
Thank
I
you.
think, did I miss anyone? Okay. Miss Catherine, are you ready to begin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Let's. Oops. Okay. Now I'm having technical difficulties. Open up. There you go. That one doesn't want to open up. I talk to myself while I'm going through things.
I do too. It's the best.
Because I got my screen ready and now I have to find screen share. Oh, they changed Zoom. Zoom is new this year and
They did.
it's at a different spot. Icons are in different spots, so share sound. Okay, there you go. Let's see if that one works.
There we go. It's up.
There you go. It's up. Okay. How to succeed in online school. Because I'm not seeing you in person where I can touch you and give you a high five and feel your hand go on my hand, I know I'm seeing you and meeting you online. And because we are going to school online, we have some things that we need to know that we probably won't encounter in brick and mortar school, but only here online. Now you know I'm here because earlier when I gave my introduction, she said teaches music middle school. I'm not middle school. It's because of this that I'm here today with you. So let us move on. So, did you say I need a computer? How are you seeing me today? Where are you guys? I can't see you. There, I can see you now. How are you seeing me today? Anybody want to give me an answer?
I'm on a computer.
On your computer. So you're seeing me on a smart device of some kind that uses a computer because your phone or your tablet has a computer chip inside that helps you see me. So what are your requirements? Should your computer be like so you can do school and be on Zoom at the same time? You need to have at least 8 gigabytes of RAM. So how do you check that? I never really taught people how to check that. I don't know. I probably have to make a video, but if you go on that on your homepage, and there's a blank a little spot there which you could type something. You could say about and hit enter, and it should show you how many gigabytes your computer has. So we've had students come in with 4 gigabytes of RAM for their computer. They had problems because right now I have 2 windows open. I have my Zoom window open, and I have my another window open on my computer. Zoom needs at least 4 gigabytes of RAM to work. And your computer, even if it says it has 8 gigabytes, not the full range of memory is available for you to use because your computer is using some of those already. And so if you have less than that, you cannot do Bright Thinker or Khan Academy at the same time while you are on Zoom. And it's important that you have to be able to open those 2 things, either your Bright Thinker page and your Zoom page, or your Khan Academy or your IXL, whatever you're working on for school. You should be able to open that and your Zoom. And if you have a computer that has less than 8 gigabytes of RAM, it won't work. One of them will fail, and it wouldn't be the easiest school year online for you. Because we've encountered, I had a student who only had 4 gigabytes of RAM. It's either she couldn't see me, well, she had internet connectivity issues as well, but she could never share her screen, and I could never see what she was looking at. And for me as a teacher, I need to be able to see what you're looking at for me to be able to understand and help you better. Okay, let's go. It should have a camera, because you hear your teacher say every time, turn your cameras on, turn your cameras on. I need to see you. If your computer doesn't have a camera, guess what? I can't see you, we can't see you. And we won't learn how you look like, we won't recognize your faces, and maybe one of these days we go someplace and you were there and I was there, and we would never recognize each other back because I've never seen your face and you've never seen my face. How would you feel like if I'm teaching you and you couldn't see my face? Is that fun? No. And guess what? It also hurts our hearts when we don't see you, because we love to see your smiling faces, and we like to see your faces to gauge if you can understand what we're saying. If there's a frown on your face, if you don't understand what we're saying, it helps us better. Okay, so that's the next one that we should have. Okay, that was done. Oh, you should have a working microphone and a speaker. A microphone so that others could hear you, and a speaker so you could hear others. Okay, why don't you go?
They want you to.
So on your screen, you will see a microphone icon. Wait, listen first. I want you to, when I say go, not yet, I want you to unmute. Good morning in a language other than in your language, English, or in a language that you know that's not English. Ready? Are you ready? Is your cursor over there where your microphone icon is, and you're ready to unmute? Ready, set, unmute.
Yes.
Sure.
Buenos dias.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes. Umaga.
Magandang umaga din.
Can you hear?
Okay, yes, I heard everybody. Now,
Did you
I
say buenos dias?
go to that same microphone icon and mute yourself. Click
You
on
need
it.
to do that.
I don't know.
Okay,
Can't see that.
this is not working, is it?
So click on it. So there's a red slash
Okay.
on that microphone icon. So you're muted. So is everybody muted now? Let's see. There you go. I see one student who's not muted yet. Do you know how to mute yourself, sweetie? No. When you look at your, do you see the microphone icon on the bottom of your screen?
Down here.
No. Maybe tap on your screen. Yeah, do you have an iPad or what computer do you have?
The touch board.
She has a brand new HP, and this is her grandma. And her mom is at work, so I'm just now looking at it. So you said at the bottom of the screen it should have. Let's see. Oh, there's the microphone right there. So there's the microphone.
Yes.
Go ahead and click on it.
Click on it.
Okay. And then you said you want it off.
Yeah,
So it's
there
on,
should
you
be
have to
a
push it
red
up.
slash across your microphone. Can you do it? Okay, I guess you're muted now. It doesn't reflect on my screen, but I can hear you, so you're muted. Okay, so we all tested our microphones. I can hear you, you can hear me, you can control it, you can mute it. That's great. Let's move on. Oops. Wait. There you go. Okay. Let me have to make sure. So your computer should have the ability to connect to a working printer, because maybe some of your teachers have some activities that you need to print off on your computer, and you need to have paper and ink. Okay? Well, if you have an iPad, I've decreased the number of pages I've printed off on my printer ever since I got my girl's iPad. Because my oldest daughter went through all of high school in Sycamore, and my youngest daughter started at 5th grade, and now she's a senior in Sycamore. And we use our iPads a lot. So the iPad is an option that you could download a PDF or take a screenshot and write on it and then submit it, as opposed to printing it off on a printer. But I know some students like to hold things with their hands. And if that's you, go ahead and print it off. If it's me, I lose my paper. So for me, my iPad works the best because I don't lose it. I misplace it sometimes, but I don't lose it as fast as I lose a paper. The other teachers would be saying, you have to put it in a folder. It's easy to say sometimes, but for me, I think I have undiagnosed ADHD, because it's best to diagnose that before you're 12. It's a different story. It may be easy for some, but not for me. So you do what works best for you to help you succeed in your school, okay? Let's go on to the next. Okay, here's a fun part. Can you annotate? Your computer should have the ability to share your screen and allow others to write on it, okay? So I want you, let's see. Zoom is updated everything. My annotation icon used to be on top of my screen. Now, this morning, I was looking for it. It was on the bottom left. So you have to figure out how your Zoom screen looks like. Now, everybody, let's try and see if we can find. It could either be the word annotate, or it could be a pencil icon that you need to click so that you'll be allowed to annotate. And let's see if you can write a heart right here on my screen. Can you draw a heart on my screen? Pick your favorite color. Let's see. Oh, I see some hearts. Keep going. How many hearts do I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yay! Yes, Rose. I saw your hand was up.
How do we, what was the question?
So
I'm just gonna let her answer.
Do we have to download the Zoom app in order to make that happen, or can we use Annotate on the website version of Zoom?
It all depends on your computer. Some computers allow you to annotate from the website version. It shouldn't be an issue, but I find that the newer ones want you to download the app because I had to download my app. So it all depends on your computer. Are you on the website version?
Yeah. We are. Yeah. I can get it
Okay.
from normal
Can
site.
you go to the okay? Can you go to the options on the top of the screen? Can you see options on the top of the screen? When you click on your screen so that instruction would come out. It could either come out on top, on the bottom, or on the left side. I just found mine on the left side today, so it might be on the top, on the bottom, on the left, on the right. You just have to click on that screen and look around and see. Where do you see words or icons?
It's in my top corner.
Okay. Do you
It
see
says,
other?
and it only says view. It doesn't say, and it has like a white doorish.
Oh, that is that the say it has the view and then it has the box with the 3 dots? Is that what you see? So I don't know. Maybe I can work with you after this so we can keep going. You probably have to take a picture of it so I can see what you see. But I'm sorry you can't annotate, but we have to figure that out. I can help you figure it out before school, okay? If you have to download, I don't know. It all depends. What computer do you have?
I can't annotate on my Chromebook.
Oh, Chromebook won't allow you to annotate. Sorry. Zoom has been saying they will support Chromebook 3 years ago. Still no. Still doesn't allow annotation. So I'm sorry. I can't help you with a Chromebook. I can help you with an iPad, but not with a Chromebook. Okay, thank you everybody. I love how you drew hearts and you drew faces. And good job. Let's see. And my screen is also, ooh. Now, how do I erase everybody? Because I told you Zoom is new. I'm seeing this Zoom for the first time today. And I don't know how to undo, Miss Lori. I'm trying to teach them how to do Zoom and I have to find out undo. Where do I clear you all off? Let's see, more, notes, apps, reset, default. No, that's not it. Okay, you can stop annotating now. Undo all your annotations. Hey,
We
thank you
figured
very
it
much.
out.
Huh? Who helped?
We figured it out.
I did it. I just.
Oh, yay, you figured it out. Okay.
Yeah, it's on the side. It's very confusing.
Yeah, it's new.
Yeah.
I told you my annotate stuff was on the top before. Now I found it on the left side.
Yes.
Everybody needs to adjust to this new Zoom. But I'm glad you figured it out and you kept going. Okay. Where'd my share go? Okay. Do you still have my slide screen, my slideshow, or did it get lost? There, do you have that one? What do you see? Can you tell me?
How to allow others to animate on your iPad screen or on Zoom.
Yes. Okay. How to allow others to annotate on your iPad. Let's see. Let me do this and put my Zoom back up. How many of you has an iPad? Let's see if it even matters in your class. Does anybody have an iPad?
No.
Anybody has an iPad? There's one. I see one hand. Okay, there's two. Okay. So, I've been working on making a video, but it's rough. I haven't fixed it yet, but I want to share and see if you can do this. Can you see this new screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me play it because so we can see how you can do. Share your screen so that you can annotate on an iPad, because right now you just annotated on my screen, but your teacher would also like to annotate on your screen, to write on your screen, especially if you're doing math. So let's try. So, how do I share on Zoom? If you look at the icons on the upper right corner of your iPad, you'll see a screen button, which it's right there. But before you go ahead and tap your share button, I want you to go to the page that you want to share. Your iPad will not allow annotation on a full screen share. It will only allow annotations on when you're sharing specific areas of your screen. So to share a specific area of your screen, especially if you're online, what I do is I go into the page, I tap and hold on it, and I click copy. Okay? So once I've done copying that, I go back into my Zoom, and then I click share, and I hit website URL, and then now I can paste the site that I want to share. Okay. At my screen on my computer, you see that it is shared. Okay, what I'm gonna try to do is annotate on it. So when your teacher wants to annotate, they tap on it and find the pen icon. Yeah, I don't know, it depends on different computers what icon will come up, but now see, I can annotate, undo, and I can show which notes go there, which notes sound together. And if I look at my iPad, it's there. So that's okay.
That was good.
Go, thank you. And that's how you allow others to annotate on your iPad. Okay, let's continue with the slideshow. So, what should your computer be? It should have at least 8 gigabytes of RAM. It should have a webcam, a microphone, a speaker so you can hear. It can connect to a printer and allows others to annotate and allows you to annotate. Okay, let's see. Computers to avoid. Chromebooks. We've always had issues with Chromebooks and computers that do not meet and cannot do the 6 things we discussed. It's Labor Day weekend. If you get a chance to get a computer, a new one that would work for school, if you can afford it, go ahead. If not, we'll work with you and we'll try to see what we can do so we can still make this school year a success, okay? So there's an iPad. I just talked about that. I shared the screen and how to do it. Oh, here. Has everybody received their login information for Bright Thinker from school?
Yeah.
Yep. Have you tried logging in?
Yeah, I checked in the summer.
Okay. So, I don't know what happened, but I clicked a button and all of you disappeared, and I don't know how to make you come back. As I told you, Zoom is new this year, so I'm still learning how to figure it out. But once you get your login information from Zoom, from the office, you can go ahead to Bright Thinker and open it up. Bright Thinker is our main, that's where most of our school is. But you might have other things, and those I cannot talk about, but I can talk about Bright Thinker. So once you get your log on and you log on information and you go onto Bright Thinker, you could see your classes. They would have icons like this. And when you click on a class to see what, you can click on a class to see what activities you need to complete. You can monitor your progress and your grades by clicking on the graph icon on your landing page. And you can see on the status if your submission went through. If you see like a paper with a dog ear, that means your submission went through. If you don't see a paper there, that means your submission didn't go through. So I always told my girls, because the first time we ever did homerooms, the first year we're doing home school online, my daughter finished type a 5-paragraph essay on Bright Thinker. When she clicked submit, something happened and nothing, the computer blinked. That's what happened. When she looked at it, it was gone. All that she didn't go through, it was gone. So make sure anything you submit, you have a copy of. So if it doesn't go through, look, they circled with blue the paper icon with the dog ear. If you look at your active things you need to do and you don't see that paper with the dog ear, that means your submission didn't go through. And you have to give it again, submit it again, okay? So you have to have a copy of everything you submit, okay? And then you will see on your status, if you see this like chat icon, that means your teacher has a comment, and you go ahead and look at it and see what your teacher's trying to tell you. But if it's checked, that means you're done. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, Miss Lori, I am done. This portion is for Miss Bonnie. I don't know if you want me to go through it, but that's the portion of my presentation for orientation. Thank you so much for being such good listeners, and thank you for interacting and doing what I was asking you to do, and making it fun for everybody. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Okay. The only other thing that I kind of wanted to cover is taking care of your eyes, because we're in an online environment. So there is a rule called the 20-20-20. So every 20 minutes, you want to look away at something about 20 feet away, and you want to squeeze your eyes for 20 seconds. Can y'all do that? So you're going to look away at something that's about 20 feet away, which would be across a pretty big sized room. And you're going to squeeze your eyes, and then it's refreshing. So computers are here to stay, folks. So you want to keep your eyes healthy. And another thing that you can do is you can take your palms and cover your eyes so it's totally dark in there, and hold it. And we're not going to hold it very long today, but that also gives your eyes a break. Okay, that's one. And you can also do eye exercises like look to the side, as far left as you can look, and as far right as you can look. And you want to do that about 10 times each. Look to the left, look to the right, and look up And look down as far as you can look down without moving your head. Look as far up as you can and as far down as you can. And you want to do that about 10 times. And then another one is to make a circle. Can you like make your eyes move like you're drawing a circle with your eyes? Okay, good. Number 14. Identify the title. Okay. So all of those things, you want to do those just to give your eyes a break. I like the palming and I do that almost every day just to give my eyes a break. But the biggest thing you need to do is when you get off the computer and you are done with your school day, get outside and use your long distance vision. So you've looked at a computer and you've looked at books all day. Get outside and look at the sky, look at the stars at night, and use your long distance vision. Okay? Now, I think we've covered just about everything. Do any of you have any questions? Anybody have any questions about this year? About what's going to happen?
Oh, Miss Lori, I think for the beginning of the school year, your teachers want your name right there, okay? And Miss Lori allows rename right now, but I think your teachers won't allow rename inside your classroom. So before you get into the classroom, you have to type your name first before you get into your Zoom classroom, okay?
So always be sure that you have your name up there. That's how the teachers are going to get to know you at the beginning of the year. So we had a girl that went by the name Taco Bell, and that was her nickname. And so she would write Taco Bell on there. Well, if you come in as Taco Bell, we have no idea who you are. So maybe later on in the year, the teachers will let you use nicknames or cute names. But at the beginning of the year, we're getting to know you and we need to know who's in the classroom. So be sure that your name is up there. So like right now, I can see Manny. He's got his name on there. AJ got his name on there. So just be sure that you have your name on there when you go into class, okay?
So
Mrs. Officer, you did not pull up Bright Thinker and show them how to get into class, did you?
I showed them.
How it would give them to the Zoom link?
Oh, no, not that one.
Okay.
Aurora is still on mute. Can you see her? I can see the paper. Yeah, I can see Aurora. Yes. Yes, we can see her.
Yep. Okay, I am going,
Lori,
yes.
for AJ, it's Aiden Hash. Is AJ okay? Or is
If
that
that's what,
considered a
yeah,
nickname?
yeah, probably would be good to have AJ Hash at the beginning, but their classes are going to be fairly small and we'll get to know them fairly quickly. So this is just kind of general rules. But if we're calling him AJ, we'll get to know who he is on the first day.
Miss Lori, in many of my classes, I just have to put their first name because that way I can take their picture and send it to you.
Right. And that's, yeah, a lot of teachers just want you to put your first name anyways. Okay. Would Eliana, I don't know, let me think. Would Eliana or Jonas give me permission to sign in as them on Bright Thinker? It doesn't have any grades.
Eliana?
Yeah. Is
I
she
think,
there?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm giving permission. Let me ask really quick.
Okay, ask really quick.
She said, okay.
Okay, good. All right, let me share my screen. So when you get your letter to sign in to Bright Thinker, Eliana is a senior. We're very sad that she's a senior because this is her last year, but she's a senior. So yours won't look like this, but it will have all of your classes. So she's a 12th grader, and then you can see that she has homeroom. we use MTWR for the days of the week. What do you think R is? Anybody? What do you think R is?
Thursday.
Thursday. So on
Thursday.
yes, at 12:15. And remember the times. Unfortunately, this will only do one time. And so we're going to go with Central Time. So if you're on Eastern Time, you'll be an hour later. If you're on Mountain Time, it'll be an hour earlier. And if you are on the West Coast, it will be 2 hours earlier. So you have to figure out those times. Okay. And then in this case, her teacher is actually her sister, Miss Kaylin Elliser. If we look here at English 4, that one meets Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And by the way, the A means first semester. If it had B, that's second semester. And it meets at 3:15 Central Time. The teacher is Miranda, Mrs. Miranda, okay? When it is time for the class that you see, so let's just say, let's go to physics. Physics meets Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 10:45. When it is time for that class, you're going to click on that class and it opens up. And right there, do you see where it says www.tinyurl.com teacher Velez, or down below it, it says zoom.us. Either one of those links will take you into Mrs. Velez's Zoom room. So in all of your classes, when it's time for the class, you will click on the class and then it will take you to a landing page and it will have the Zoom link for your teachers. And then sometimes it has a note from the teacher. Also, if the teacher happens to get up in the morning and go, I don't feel so good today, we don't have anybody to teach her class, at the very top of the page, we'll put, Mrs. Velez is out today. You will not have class. She wants you to do lesson 3. Okay? So you want to look, as soon as you get into those classes, you will look to see if there's a note. Okay? Any questions on that? Okay. If you get sick, you just want to send an email to your teachers and to the office. That way we can let the teachers know that you're out. Any other questions? Anybody have any questions? Y'all are going to do great. Yes.
When?
Rose, was that you?
Yeah, when does the school start?
So school will be next Monday is Labor Day, which is a holiday. And Tuesday following that, school will begin. So your schedule will run just like you have it. So
Okay,
next,
so
a week from today, school begins.
So
Are all
Tuesday.
classes,
On Tuesday.
Okay.
are all classes meeting, Miss Lori, or is this not an issue for them? Is it just core classes, or because they stay with the same teacher, it's not an issue for them, it's different?
All of their classes will be meeting except electives. Most electives are not going to meet until the following week. Yes, thank you.
I have a question, Miss Lori.
Yes.
Their classes, their like break, they have an hour and a half, right?
Some of them will. Mhm.
Okay, all right. So they will start like 10 at Central Time, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I'm correct.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions about that? While we're doing that, let me just go ahead and pull the website up and go over that.
Can she do an elective for 30 minutes?
So if you go to our website, and remember, this is, even though it doesn't look new, it is new to us, and it is a project that is still being worked on. There's probably not a lot that you would use here except going to members. So if you sign in, go over to members, and the calendar. So we have most of the calendar up. So you will see, like today, we have orientation, and at 1 o'clock, we're going to have middle school orientation. Then when we go to September, the first day of school is September 3rd. And if you go to October, you will see we have parent-teacher conferences on October 9th, and there's no class that day. And then Columbus Day is the 14th, and there will be no classes on that day. So if you're wondering about the schedule, you can always go to sycamoreacademy.com and go to members and then go to calendar. Another thing that you might want to use here is we will be putting forms here. A PE log, if you are doing family hikes or walking, or you go to the gym or you bike ride, you want to print this out and start keeping track of all of your physical activity. And at the end of the year, you turn that into us and you get a PE grade on your report card. And there will be others. So if you're taking piano lessons or violin lessons or gymnastics, there will be an extra class log, and you can print those out and fill them out, and we will add those to your transcript, to your report card. So just remember sycamoreacademy.com, go to members, and then go to calendar or to the getting the PE forms or the extra class forms. Okay?
Listening.
Anything else?
You're using my account.
Hi, Miss Lori. This is
Annie,
Julissa.
I'm listening to what she was
Hi,
saying.
Julissa.
I'm Dylan's mom. I had a question regarding login. So when they first log in, they will be logging in through Sycamore's website, not through the Bright Thinker website, correct?
Okay. Bright Thinker is where their classes are. Their curriculum's going to be on Bright Thinker. Everything is going to be on Bright Thinker. So I'm not sure what your question is. So I would say the first thing they want to do is log into Bright Thinker, and then they would go to the class that they need to attend, and then Bright Thinker will give them the teacher's Zoom link. Is that your question?
Yes. So I just to repeat that, they're logging into Bright Thinker, and Bright Thinker is going to take them to the Zoom
That is
login.
correct. Each
So
individual class. Mhm.
okay, so there's no need for the Sycamore website.
No, the Sycamore website, if you wanted to print out the PE forms, or if you want to know what the calendar is, during the year, we have something called Spirit Week, where they will have pajama day or pet day or dress up as something day. And so then you might want to go to the website, but you don't need to use Sycamore Academy. We would like to get the schedules and everything put on there, but it's a work in progress and they're not on there yet. However, if they are on there, they would be under the members section. But that is just kind of for practical things like knowing the calendar, printing out forms. They wouldn't need to get into sycamoreacademy.com on a general basis. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. The other thing that I want to tell you is that this room is a study hall all year long. So I get up in the morning and I open this up, and you can come in here if you want to study, or if you need help, there's usually tutors available. Or if you've missed something, or sometimes if a teacher doesn't show up, she'll be like, I was supposed to have Mrs. Elliser today and she's not there. You can come in here and I'll say, oh, Mrs. Elliser's computer is down. So just give her a few minutes and let's see if it gets back up. So you can always come in here. This is a study hall. You can check in with me. There will be tutors in here. So I have kids that just come in and say, I just study better if I'm in here. Would you please put me in a breakout room all by myself? So you can always come in here and get help. Okay.
Miss Lori?
Yes.
Where is the link to this homeroom? Because Caitlin had to send it to me through email because I wasn't for sure where to find it.
The link to my room?
Yes.
We'll
I didn't see it on Logan's student app. I didn't see it on there.
We'll send out a letter with that. And once they get it, tell them to just be sure and keep it in a file or something, because my room should work all year long. So it should always be the same link.
Okay, and is that going to be like on his student app where his classes are? Is that where the link is going to be?
Not usually, it would be, we would just send it via an email, because
Okay.
my link, I don't know, maybe we should, I don't think we should add it to every class, but I'm not going to teach them any classes, so they wouldn't have my link. So it's just going to be a matter of getting it via
So
email.
Miss Lori,
Yes?
quick question. Could we put a class like study hall in there in Bright Thinker so everything could be accessible on Bright Thinker?
We could. You think that was what we should do? Just put study hall in there?
I think that might be helpful.
All right, we can do that for sure.
That way, especially the new people will be able to find it easily.
Yeah, I think that's okay. It's a great idea. So we'll work on that. Study hall to Bright Thinker so that anybody can get in there. Yeah.
Ellie has a question here. She has.
Yes, Ellie.
Hello, good morning, everyone. This is first time Ellie here in Sycamore Academy.
Welcome,
My
Ellie.
question is, since it's her first time, how is she going to log in through Bright Thinker?
She will get a letter. If she hasn't gotten a letter yet, she will get one tomorrow.
Okay. Through
And
email?
she'll be able to, she should be able to sign in. Have you gotten a letter from Miss Lisa on in your email?
I haven't checked yet, but I'll make sure I'll check it.
Okay.
You.
And I'll write her down just to make sure we get it out to her. But, well, another thing, yeah, I need to talk to you about where we're going to put her exactly. So if you want to stay by afterwards, we can talk about that. That's why you haven't gotten your letter, because we haven't quite decided where we're putting her. Okay. So Ellie's somewhere in between. She's too advanced. So we got to figure out where we're going to put her exactly. She's not an 8th grader. We don't want to put her with those big old mean 8th graders. So we'll figure out where to put her. Okay. All right. Anybody else have a question? So study hall to Bright Thinker.
Okay, yes. Marco Polo, yes.
Okay. That's all I have. So remember on Tuesday, your classes will begin, and absolutely no panicking.
Nope.
Things will go wrong. Your electricity may blink off. Teachers may be late. We just relax and enjoy the ride. Okay. If there's a problem, come into my room and we'll figure it out. Okay.
Do we log in from the, I don't know what it's called.
Do you mean logging into Bright Thinker?
Yeah, do we go to our classes through that?
So what you want to do is you will get a letter and it will have your login to Bright Thinker. So you'll want to keep that in your email up at the top, because you will click on the link, which takes you to Bright Thinker, and then it will tell you what your login name is and what your password is. Then once you log in, you're going to pick the schedule, and the first class you have, if you have a class at 9 o'clock, you click on that class at 9 o'clock and click on the Zoom link, and it will take you into Zoom, into that teacher's Zoom. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I want to tell you guys, it's a lot of technology and it probably seems very confusing. Parents, these kids will probably have it by the end of the first day, and parents will still be struggling by the end of the week. I still struggle. The kids have to calm me down because I'm like, I don't even know what to do here. The kids will get it very quickly, but it's a learning curve, and they will figure it out. Okay. So I would say if there's any issues, just come into my room and we'll look and figure things out step by step.
Yes.
Okay, so you just come to study hall. Otherwise, log into Bright Thinker, go to the class at the right time, and then click on the link for Zoom.
Speak to an agent.
Yep. Okay. All right. It's going to be a great year. We're all looking forward to it, and we will see you Tuesday.
Miss Lori?
Yes.
What?
I'm sorry, I had one more
Go ahead.
question.
No, go right ahead.
I got two emails from you guys, one with Bright Thinker and the other one from IXL.com.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
Talk
What
to
is
an agent.
Okay, so IXL is something that we use in addition to our regular curriculum. And IXL, the students can take a placement test in math and language arts. And when they do that, then it gives them areas that they need to work on. So it's very individualized. And sometimes the teachers will go, you know what? It's Thursday. Today we're going to do math on IXL. And the kids are simply going to log into IXL and log into their own account. And it will give them the different things to work on.
Got it.
Okay. And if you want them to take the placement test, they can do that at any time. It's kind of probably, I don't know if you can figure it out. I've done it a long time. So you can always come into study hall and say, I want my kid to take the placement test, and I will lead you through it. Otherwise, the teachers will take you through it. They'll be like, next week, they'll be like, okay, I want everybody to take the math placement test, and they'll tell them what to do.
Got it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for asking that. So yes, there are other things that we use like IXL. And they do that. All the students should have an IXL login and a Bright Thinker login.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Any others? Okay. If not, we will see you next Tuesday.
Hey, Gretchen, you're my reading, I hope.
We'll get Gretchen. Okay.
Fighting.
Bye, everybody. Is Ellie still here? Ellie, okay.
Yes, yes.
I am going to move Ellie to my room. If I can find her. Ellie, what's your name on there? Ellie Delaruca.
I'm Miranda. The name Miranda from the Bible she's teaching, is it alpha AB or older?
No, she's writing her own. So it won't be anything on there.
So I'm not putting anything in.
Nope. Well, put in a blank one, but I think there's a blank one in there. I will be right back.
I'm here. It's disappeared again. Yes, I wonder what's the. That's kind of nice. Want to rent a big tent canopy with tables and chair machine. Only $30. How do I make this? Let me put this in. There we go. I'm not character friendly. House. Gosh, I'm not sure if I can. That's fine. Yeah, stop. Right now. Hmm?
It doesn't get hot. If I have people come through her room, it will be hot.
You admit. Okay, here we are.
Can you hear me, Lori?
I can hear you.
What's happening at 1 o'clock today? What did you say was happening at 1?
Middle school.
Oh, okay, so I'll be right back.
That was
Huh?
elementary. 1 o'clock is middle school.
Okay, I just didn't have that on my calendar, but I'll be there.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Miss Lori?
Yes.
Were you able to understand the video at all?
Yes. And it's helpful, especially if they will go to it, because I can follow it.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, you put that together quickly.
I said, I want to make a video. I was making a video right before I went in here, but I was gonna do some edits, but it's all raw. It's like,
It works. It totally works. Hey, Aurora, you have a question? Aurora? Nope. Oh, Aurora is still on mute. I can see her. Yes, I can see her. Can she not hear me?
Can you hear us? Yeah. Okay, so you tap on your screen, click on your screen so your icons will appear. Then look for that microphone icon again on the bottom. And you have to click on it so the red slash across it will disappear.
I don't think she has it. I don't think
She has
a
it.
website.
She tapped on it earlier.
Oh, she did? Okay, try it.
Yeah, she muted herself.
Tap on your microphone. The little microphone at the bottom of the Zoom.
Miss Lori. Miss Lori.
Hold on, Trey. Remember, Aurora, where you tapped to mute yourself earlier? You said you found it. It was on, there's a microphone icon. Can you
The
find
bottom
that
of your
again?
Zoom page. You see it at the bottom of your Zoom page? The thing is that it's not showing here. When I push ask to unmute, there it is. Do you see it, me asking you to unmute? I think she's done something to disconnect.
Miss Lori, your computer doesn't
what?
Miss Lori.
Yes, Trey?
You know that the meeting is still on YouTube.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Trey.